we got to talk for a minute. We got to talk about some stuff that's going on in Raid. I've been a little bit out of the loop for a while. I've had a lot going on, IRL. It's settling down. I'm getting back in the loop now. And as we approach this fusion coming up, and this champ drop and everything that's going on right now, oh, I can't look at it. I'm on the test server. There seems to be a lot of weird negativity right now coming from some of the other creators in the community. And I get that it's Raid and there's dumb shit going on. There's always dumb shit going on. There's always going to be dumb shit going on. This thing with the login rewards is ridiculous, of course. There's other stuff that needs addressing that they're not addressing or they're not doing anything about. I get that. I'm with you. Well, we all know I'm with you, right? That's kind of my shtick, is that. But there seems to be a lot of negativity about stuff that there doesn't need to be negativity about. One of them is this fusion coming up. This chick right here. I'm watching almost everybody talk about how awful this champion is and how she's too weak and how everybody's skipping the fusion because this champ sucks, blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? This is a good champ. This is a good champ. Every fusion doesn't need to break the game. We don't need a super overpowered... We don't need Torment every time we have a fusion. Like, especially with how often Raid is doing fusions. We have a fusion every couple of weeks. I don't want the game broken every time a fusion comes out. There's other ways to keep the game interesting than to break it every time a new fusion comes out, or have insane champs every time they do a champ drop. I'm recording some stuff for this champ, some footage. I'm going to put out a guide on this champ. I'm starting to feel like this is going to be kind of another drop goal situation where everybody's just going to be shitting on this champ. She's good. She's actually very usable, very good. I'm not going to really go into too much detail about why. We'll talk about that in our video, but she's a great candidate for the fusion. I think of the champs that are dropping, she's a good pick. I'm probably skipping her on the free-to-play. That's what I've been saying anyway, just because I'm so tired of doing fusions. It's got nothing to do with the quality of the champ. I'm just so burnt out. I feel like for a while, all I was doing in this game was either grinding for a fusion or preparing for a fusion. I was not getting to play the game. I was not getting to build champs I wanted to build. I wasn't getting to focus on content I wanted to focus on. My entire existence in this game was centered around fusions, and I just got burned out. So I've skipped the last couple. I have not regretted it at all. I don't know if I'm going to do this fusion on the free-to-play or not. Maybe now I'm kind of getting to a point where I could get back in the swing of it, but this is a good champ. And then there's talk about some of the other champs that are getting dropped, how none of the champs in this champ drop are any good. That's absurd. What an absurd thing to say. This champ right here, dude. I don't know if I'll make a whole video. I did like 45 million on a key with a Bat Eater, with this champ in place of Draco. That's no defense down, no weaken. That's just rely on this dude's poisons. Like 45 million on a key. This dude could also fit into a comp that's not a Bat Eater, like one of those long-lasting comps, you know what I mean? It's pretty good base stats. You could scale these up pretty well and just survive forever and stack poisons with a good single target cleanse and heal if you didn't want to disable it. We got a lot of all battle speed leads in this champ drops. We've got some interesting new mechanics to play around with. We've got Shadowkin getting deeper. There's a couple of additions to the Dwarf faction that are pretty interesting. I just don't know what everybody wants. You know what I mean? Like, I understand the perpetual state of frustration that is being a Raid Shadow Legends player. I swear to God, I understand it. We all know that we understand it. We all know that I understand it. And 100%. Continue to be frustrated about the things we should be frustrated about. Make noise about it. We will pester them. We will try to get them all fixed. But this bitching about every single thing that's going on, this idea that every fusion has to be super overpowered, and it's just really aggravating the piss out of me lately. And maybe it's just a burnout thing. Maybe everybody's just been frustrated with certain things for so long that now everything feels frustrating. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I just disagree with a lot of what's being said right now. And I guess I want to know what you guys think. I want to say it to everyone, and then I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about this champ? What do you think about this champ being the fusion? What do you think about the champs getting dropped? What do you think about the state of everything right now? Because I still believe, overall, we're in a much more positive place than we have been, right? For a long time, everything was mostly negative in this game. Every decision they were making seemed to be terrible. There was a lot of balance problems. There was a lot of problems with not being able to push through content unless you spent money. I feel like we've come so far. I feel like this game is free-to-play friendly now. I feel like you can play this game and have success and have fun free-to-play. I'm 270 episodes deep in my free-to-play series, and we're doing fine. You know what I mean? I'm accomplishing everything I want to accomplish, in spite of the fact that I felt like all I was doing was working on fusions. You know what I mean? So, but that shift, we've been making a lot more progress. I'm getting pretty deep in faction wars, and we're 6-starring a lot more champs and doing a lot more things. And the game's in such a good place compared to what it used to be. And again, I don't think this means they're doing everything right. I don't even think this means we need to let up on them. I'm not even saying take it easy on Plarium. Hold them accountable for sure. We're going to make noise. We're going to pester them. We're going to do what we need to do to make things better. But I just don't think it's that bad where every single thing in the game needs to be complained about right now. So I guess I'm just really interested in the discussion part of this. I want to know what you guys think. On a more like direct level. I'm just hearing everything passively, right? I'm reading the content creator chat. I'm seeing comments in other videos occasionally. I'm hearing the other content creators talk. And it just seems like everybody's so negative right now. And I just don't feel that way. So that's it. I guess I just wanted to rant about this for a minute. I think everybody needs to take a step back and think about where this game was a year ago or a year and a half ago versus where it is now. Think about how you would feel if every fusion was so good it was going to break the game and be absolutely mandatory. Imagine never feeling like you could skip a fusion and still succeed in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, but even so, I also think the sentiment here is wrong. I think this champ is good. I think this champ is fun. This champ has an A1 AoE decreased speed. Like, what are you talking about? That's killer. That's killer, dude. That's killer. Revive on death and defense buff for the whole team. You've got AoE debuffs and AoE buffs. You've got an interesting passive. You've got a 24% speed lead in all battles, dude. You take this champ anywhere, 24% speed. And then this long-ass A3 with some pretty interesting mechanics in it. This champ is fine. This champ is fine. This champ is a good candidate for fusion. This champ is usable in several different parts of the game, and I'm going to show that off in the video that I'm making about her, hopefully in the next day or two. So relax. Everybody. Everybody fucking relax. That's really it, dude. That's really all I want to say. Chill out, man. Be mad about the stuff you should be mad about. Let's try to relax on the other stuff. There's a lot of negativity floating around right now. And it's silly. And that's it. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm very interested to know what you think about everything. Everything, the state of the game, all of it that we've talked about here. Very interested in the feedback on this one. So be sure and hit the comments and let me know. And that's it, man. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.